Hi guys, welcome to my channel, the number one place for content creators, entrepreneurs and coaches. So what I basically share on this channel is how you can use your social media to build your brand and achieve various metrics that you would like. For today, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 steps to create a content strategy. We do not want to be posting on a daily basis and not have a goal in place, not have a mission in place, not have a vision, because if we do that, we're doing something without having strategy. We are not intentional with what we are posting, and that can be disastrous. For 2021, we are not gonna be panic posting. We're not gonna be throwing the spaghetti against the wall and hoping that it sticks. We are going to become intentional with what we do. We're gonna have strategies in place. I read somewhere that without strategy, success or even failure is just a matter of luck, and you risk that all your efforts are going to waste. So we have to be intentional, and with that I mean we have to create a content strategy so that when you post on your social media to grow your social medias, build an audience, or just to build an audience that you can sell something, whether you have a physical product or a digital product, it doesn't matter, right? You have to have an audience, you have to build an audience in order to sell something to them. Without further ado, guys, let me just put this down here. Let's get right into it. Let me share the 10 steps to creating your content strategy so that you are not posting daily and only hearing crickets. Step number one is know your mission and your goals. As an entrepreneur, as a content creator, what is your mission? What do you want to achieve to your audience? You want to build, like and trust factor so that people can feel comfortable when they invest their money or when they buy your product or they buy your service. What is your mission? What is your goal? What do you want to achieve with posting on your social media? What do you want to achieve with your content? Step number two basically is establish your KPIs. Now, a KPI is a key performance indicator. That means what metrics are you going to use to measure your success or your failure. What that means is on social media, when you post, how are you going to see whether that specific post is successful or is it a failure? That can basically be how many shares does your post have, how many likes does it have any comments. Establishing your KPI means that you're basically ensuring or making sure that your goals are specific and they are measurable. So if you say you want to grow your Instagram following by 5,000 followers by the end of 2021, there are specific things that you have to put in place so that you can reach that specific KPI. If you know what your KPI is, you know what to do and what action plan that you can put in line to reach those KPIs. Step number three is know your audience. If you do not know who you're selling to, if you do not know what problem your product or service is solving for your specific audience, then you are setting yourself up for failure. That means if you have a luxury item, you have a expensive perfume, and you are on social media, it won't help you targeting an audience where they are poverty stricken. It doesn't help you targeting a poverty stricken audience or geographic area. So you have to know your audience. You have to know I'm selling a specific face cream for women between the age of 30 to 50 years of age, and these women have dry skin. So you know that you are specifically targeting an audience with dry skin and your age group, so you know what hashtags to use, you know who you are speaking to. Step number four, assess your current situation. If you know where you are at currently, you know how to move forward, right? A lot of us start out small and we have big goals. There's nothing wrong with big goals, but then you have to realize that it takes time to reach a specific goal. When you're posting on your social media, it won't happen overnight that you will gain a following of 10,000 on Instagram. You have to start building an audience by establishing your know, like and trust factor, by showing up every day, by being consistent, and through that you'll be able to build an audience. But if you assess your current situation and you decide, I created my Instagram account today, tomorrow I'm going to start selling my coaching program on that. So who are you selling to? You don't have an audience. Who are you selling your coaching programmed to. So firstly, you have to build your audience. You have to know where you are at and start putting in action plans from there on. This is basically for your content strategy. If you are very fresh, very new on a specific platform, you have to create your content specifically to that. Step number 5 is, where will you be delivering your content? So if you love creating videos, YouTube will be your best option. If you like a more professional type of content, like having a curriculum vitae or a CV, then LinkedIn would be your platform. If you like short form videos, TikTok would be your platform of choice. Each platform has a specific metric attached to it, so you have to see how do you want to deliver your content, and according to that, that is which platform you will choose. You will also see on which platform is your audience. So if your audience is on TikTok, it won't help you selling on LinkedIn. You won't reach your audience. I think we can move over to tip number 6. Step number 6 is decide on content types. There's different content types that you can choose from. This is the long form, video, image, infographics, graphs. What type of audience do you have? If you have an audience that's more numerical, graphs, they would love graphs. They would love infographics. Those are the type of things that they would love. So you will mostly focus on posting that type of content. Although I don't specifically advise just to post one type of content, because you want to speak to the majority of your audience. So some people may be numeric, they may love numbers, but they also love video. Just small things like that, guys. I just want to see, I think that will work. Okay, guys, the lighting, I'm just trying to see what is the best angle or the best way where the lighting will be perfect. That is what you want to do. Different content types speak to different audience. That is actually what I want to bring across to you. Step number 7 is, you want to create a content calendar. How you can basically achieve with a content calendar is you planning ahead. So planning ahead helps you to stay on point. It helps you not to become overwhelmed, and it helps you to become laser focused on specific aspects that you want your content to bring across. With a content calendar, just say you take 1 week. Start with 1 week, because it can get quite overwhelming if you focus on 30 days or 60 days or 6 months or even a year. So focus on 1 week and start creating content. If you have a Facebook group, have themed days in your Facebook group where you have motivational Mondays. So you basically create content for a motivational Monday. Whether that is a quote for motivational Monday, then you know every Monday I'm just going to be creating quotes, and you can start creating the 4 quotes for the month just for Mondays for your Facebook group. Tuesdays, training Tuesdays. Maybe you have a live video. You can start plotting down the topics that you want to discuss on your live videos. This week will be content creation strategy. Next week will be different type of content. The week thereafter, the 3rd week, maybe you want to share how to create engagement with your content. So write all these down for your training Tuesdays. Wednesdays, you can have maybe shout out Wednesdays, where you shout out different people in your Facebook group, because shout outs are a perfect way of growing your audience. Have shout out Wednesday. Include your audience in your content, where you screenshot different type of audiences, different type of comments, and you just share it in your group. Shout out to this person for always dropping a content and for uplifting the other people. Thursdays, you get the drift. Have different themed days for your content, and that way it's easier to create the specific content and to create a content calendar. So the content calendar is an outline of what you want to be doing for specific days, specific weeks. When are you going to be posting? What time are you going to be posting? You can put all of that in. Step number 8 is creating the content. Go into detail. You've now plotted down the quotes, the outline, you've plotted the skeleton of your content. So now what you want to do is you want to put meat on that skeleton, and that is, what are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? You're going to do that by adding detail to the information that you put in your content calendar. If you put on different types of posts for Training Tuesday, what you're going to do now is you are going to go in depth, write bullet points, the information that you want to share, how are you going to share it, and create your content post, create your live, create your quote, your image, whatever you want. I create most of my things in Canva. It's free, and it has such a vast amount of different layouts and different options that you can choose from. So there's so many out there. There's PicMonkey, PicArt. Drop any other content creation apps that you know down in the comment section. And if you've made it this far, we are almost done. We're by step 8 of the content creation strategy. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. This is a place where I share content on on branding, social media, and content creation. Don't forget to like as well if you found value in this video. And yeah, let's get on to tip number 9, which is after you have created your content, you want to schedule it. We do not want to be posting on a daily basis, posting content each and every single day. What can you do? You schedule your content. That helps with consistency. You take one day, maybe like Sunday, you create your content, you plan your content calendar, you create your content for the week, and you schedule it. Facebook actually has a scheduler that you can use. Instagram, they don't have a scheduler, but you can use apps such as Later, or is it Planoly? There's Buffer, there's a vast amount of apps that you can use to schedule your content so that you don't become overwhelmed with posting daily, because you have to interact with the audience, you have to plan, create. There's so many different types of skills and activities that you have to do on a daily basis as a content creator, as an entrepreneur, that you do not want to limit yourself to just creating content on a daily basis, just making sure that it's posted while you can be focusing on something else. Step number 10, the final step, guys, is you want to review your results. So those KPIs that you have written down for you, that post, how many likes did you get? What was the content? Was the comments positive? Were they negative? Were they constructive? What was your audience's reaction? Was there a reaction? If there wasn't a reaction, what was the reason why there wasn't a reaction? Did you promote it? Did you interact? Because if you don't do those things, then people don't see your content. The algorithm keeps you in the depths of the posts. So people won't see it, people won't interact, and it will be lost. You have to interact. Social media is all about engagement. Start interacting and people will see your posts as well. That is step number 10 on creating your content calendar. I hope you found value in this video, and I will be seeing you with the next video.